Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the only one that thought it was Halloween in July. I'm the only one. Word. I was. Nobody else dressed up? I'm the only one that got the message. What? Bullshit.
why?
You know what? Screw it. We're gonna make something out of it. That's what we're gonna do. I haven't played this in a while. I have not played this in a while. I need to remind y'all of exactly who the hell I am and who I represent. When I tell you, I represent the Villains Guild. I'm not effing around. Obviously, some of y'all didn't get the message. Around here, we don't do heroes. Around here, we don't play nice. Around here, we have a tendency to put foot down. Around here, we don't beg for forgiveness, nor do we ask for permission. We will put our foot so far in your ass, you will have to open your mouth to unlace our boots. When I tell you that I lead the strongest, greatest, funniest, angriest, and best organization on the planet, I goddamn mean exactly what I goddamn said. Around here, BG is always in the building. When you see me, you see BG. When you see Taz, you see BG. When you see Angry, you see BG. When you see Gambit, you see BG. We don't have to play nice. We were never required to play nice. Matter of fact, if you really want to be honest about it, we will smack the shit out of you. We will smack the shit out of you in nice ass church clothes like Mr. Chaos. We will hit your ass with ha-ta-ta-ta like the one and only Tiger Bomb. We will Dave the Viking Aquaman your ass into the ocean, bitch. Don't play with us. We got a little Doc Hazard in the building. And did I tell you about the women in the guild? Did I mention the women in the guild? Nick the Barbie Slayer, did I mention that? Floyd, did I mention that? Red Light Hunter, did I mention that? What Jay said, Sour Latte, founding member, strong, powerful black women. And the prototype, the gentleman villain himself, my brother, my second, the leader of the outcast nation, Mr. Professor Moriarty. Don't play with us, baby. When we walk our ass in the room, the best thing you can possibly do is stand your ass in the goddamn corner. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when BG walks into the room, everybody bows down. We own every inch of ground we stand on. We own every room that we're in. We don't play fair. We don't play nice. Bitch, did you get the first one of the day? Villains. Don't mess around, baby. Trust me when I tell you, we will outthink you, outlaugh you, outsmart you, outeducate you, and we're just so goddamn beautiful doing it. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am also the current brutalist leader of the Villains Guild. My family walks thick, and we'll kick you in the dick. Villains Guild, bitch. Golly. There you go. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes a regular opening ain't good enough. Sometimes a regular opening is not good enough. Sometimes people deserve more. Sometimes people deserve to get kicked in their goddamn face is what they deserve. But I digress. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Call me biased, and I probably am. But I don't think there's anybody on earth that's better than the Villains Guild. I don't. There, I said it. What you need to do? What you want to do about it? Morning, big sis, love you. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. They say all parents should be proud of their kids. Some parents ain't, because their kids ain't shit. Like, I mean, we got to be honest. Their kids ain't shit. But long after my bones are powdered, I expect to hear VG. If I have my druthers, and I do, there will be a VG symbol on my tombstone. There will be a VG pin on my body. There'll be a VG symbol on the top of my casket. That's how VG down my black ass is. And yes, when I'm gone, the next person that sits in my designated chair, you better watch out. We make villains every day, baby. Hey, people make villains every day, B. Y'all be all right. You tough, right? Woo! Just because I did all of that, y'all still deserve some Godzilla. So, VK, if you're the villain, that makes your children VKs. Villains, kids, you ain't lying, Jay. You is not lying, Jay Thomas. Because I started off like that, I still think y'all deserve some Godzilla. Here you go. There you go. Y'all have gotten some Godzilla this morning. Hey, yo. Should I have said it like that? Y'all got some Godzilla this morning. Hey, yo.
Pause! What is that?
Smokey break. Smokey break. Just remember, if you're in the comment section effing up, and I'm talking, and Smokey pop up, some of y'all need to correct course, goddammit. I had a lot of things that I wanted to talk about this morning. I did, because there's some misunderstandings in Furniture Moving Monday. But there is a story that we really, this is the epitome of misunderstandings in goddamn Furniture Moving. This shit is the epitome of misunderstandings and Furniture Moving, because People in the media need to watch their goddamn mouth before they get stolen. I know polite media society won't allow a lot of people to say, hey, bitch, do that again so I can smack the shit out of you. So I'm going to do it for him. Mary Greenberg, good morning. So I'm going to do it for him. Hey, yo, bitch, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. So I get up this morning, as I always do. I get up sexy, but I'm hurting. Wife texts me, says she wants me to bring something to the job. I said, cool, no problem. I start, doing my morning routine. Meds, brush teeth, wash face. I still need to shave, but I digress. Flip on to the old tickety-tock-tockety tick-ticks. This is the second video I saw. This, ladies and gentlemen, the voice you will hear coming up is Brooke Baldwin. She is a host on CNN. Women, I need y'all to come to the front, because if by the time you finish listening to this, you ain't ready to physically put pause on somebody, I need to question you. In polite society, this is how lawsuits happen. In unpolite society, this is how bitches get a table thrown at them, or get some bitch walking over a table in stiletto heels to beat the shit out of you. Ladies, we missed you too, Mary. How was peopling? Mary had to go people. I need y'all. And I hope like hell Taz does the investigation and takes this story on, because what in the actual French fried, funky fresh, flip-flopping, flapjacking, flying fish stick fizuk is this? Take a listen.
As I was flying to Los Angeles earlier this week, my phone buzzed. I looked down, I saw it was someone who used to come on my CNN show to offer a conservative perspective, and someone I once considered a friend. And he was asking me a question, but embedded in it was this assumption that I already knew what he was referring to. Something involving me and Megyn Kelly. I didn't know what he was talking about. I don't watch her show. So there I was, somewhere over America, Googling my own name. And that is how I discovered that Megyn Kelly had devoted nearly 9 minutes of her show this week to my most recent Substack, one where she falsely claimed was about my having casual sex. I took a breath and I hit play. And as I sat there, heart pounding, stomach churning, suddenly feeling sick, I realized that she got the story completely wrong. Not a little wrong, but the entire premise wrong.
Let's stop right there. Megyn Kelly is not a mother effing journalist. Let's get this out of the way. Morning, Mocha Deep. Let's get this out of the way. Megyn Kelly is not a goddamn journalist. Megyn Kelly is the bitterest white bitch I've ever met or ever seen in my entire adult life. I have never seen anybody this miserable in my existence. I've never seen a white woman like this. This bitch is ultra mega Karen. You know, there's a picture of a lady with a really big Karen hairstyle. I got it. I got to bring it onto the show. But Megyn Kelly is to women in general what black women have been telling white women they are for centuries. Let me say that one more again. Megyn Kelly is to women all over the world what black women have told white women they are. This bitch is not a journalist. I don't care what college she went to. I don't care her years working at local state. I don't give a damn about none of that. You hear me? Megyn Kelly is a horrible bitch. Megyn Kelly is a horrible, horrible bitch. This woman who has gone through her own journey through sexual harassment. This bitch literally shut the goddamn door on every other woman. But I'm gonna let Brooke Baldwin tell her story, and we'll continue.
And most astoundingly, she cited me as the source. Now, my last Substack was not about me having casual sex. It was about me choosing not to. It was about heartbreak and discipline and discernment and protecting my energy while I build something bigger than myself. And yet, for nearly 9 minutes, Megyn framed this entire discussion around a false account of my sex life and my bodily choices alongside 3 men who sat there and cackled and laughed and berated me.
That is the most dangerous aspect of a woman like Megyn Kelly. That part. That part right there, kids. That part right there. It's not that Megyn is doing this for her own personal edification. No, absolutely not. Well, you don't need another woman's story to edify your own, although it's happening. No. You do a story like this and get it completely, utterly wrong like this for the edification of men. And as a man, as a penis owner, as a man who has embodied a man for 54 years, or at least, I don't know, I turned 18, right? Let me tell you something. Some men need that shit. I do not. I will stop talking to a woman if that's what she does. Like I meet her, we meet, right? She got some girlfriends, so the girlfriends, everybody love you, ha, 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 ha. And then they go to the bathroom with some shit, and she's dogging all of them. Bitch, I need you to get the hell away from me. I need you to get the F away from me. I don't trust you. Megyn does what she does for the edification of men, particularly white men. See, in the minds of some men, women love sex even when they say, no, I don't want no damn sex. She's just playing hard to get. Sometimes she don't want to be got, you dumb son of a bitch. Damn. This is what pisses me off about the way social media operates. And the reason I say that is this. I get it. It's all men till it's no men. I'll be the first person to say that. I have admitted on screen, I have admitted on lives, and I've also admitted to you that I am a misogynist. I don't want cookie for that. I don't want a ribbon, and I damn sure don't need a medal. I am simply giving you a factual thought from my life experiences. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Bishop or Thomas McCormick, whatever the hell you want to call me, I am a misogynist. Be the first person to say it. Now, with me acknowledging it, it's not just I stand in the room and go, oh my God, I'm a misogynist. I have to do something about it. So I do. Long before I had daughters, long before I had a wife for over 20 years, I made it my own conscious decision to change the way I saw women in the world. Why did I do this? If you really want to be honest about it, I had sons. That's why I did it. I had sons. Sleeping around is great when you ain't got no kids. Getting coochie and then climbing out of windows is the funniest thing ever until you have kids. Especially when you are a man and you have sons. Now you got to look at them going, I don't want them doing this shit. I don't. I do not want my sons climbing out of windows after getting some ass. I don't want this shit. I don't want them to see me with woman here, woman here, woman here, woman here. I don't want them to see that. I don't. Because at the point my oldest son was born, I realized right then and there I had a responsibility to show him what a man is like. Have I always been successful at it? No. Have I made mistakes? You goddamn right I have. But it was at that moment that I realized that this boy is going to see me. He's going to see every aspect of me. And if I do not give him something to aspire to be, or if I give him something to aspire to be that is a detriment to society, I have done every goddamn thing wrong as a father. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I started to change when I had sons. This was long before my daughter was born. Long before I married my wife, who also had 3 daughters. Long before. Okay? But this idea of playing to the sensibilities of horny-ass men is disgusting. And this is why I say, I'm going to say this, I'm going to continue to say this throughout the show, by the way. Megyn Kelly. Women look at Megyn Kelly or see in Megyn Kelly the same thing black women say about white women. The exact same thing. Detrimental is the word you want to use. Detrimental. But again, I allow Ms. Baldwin to continue.
I've spent enough years anchoring live television to kind of understand how these segments come together. There are producers and researchers and prep calls and notes and scripts and graphics and editorial conversations. I cannot know exactly where or with whom their failures or malicious acts occurred. But what I do know is this: the truth of my essay never made it to air. No.
That's the part. That's the part. Yesterday, scanning them TikTok streets, I came across a former E5 in the United States Army guy. And he said, he was telling this story, right? And mind you, he's young, former sergeant, right? And he talked about the time that he went to the bathroom while he was doing, he was working with the 10th Special Forces Division. And they were doing exercises out in the desert, right? So during the break, he goes to the bathroom. And another guy comes in, and while he's using the bathroom, while he is literally peeing, the guy runs up behind him and grabs his nuts and grabs his penis and things of that nature, right? Sexually harasses this young sergeant or this young soldier. He says he goes out, he tells people about it, and men laughed at him. Nobody wanted to hear him. He's like, oh, well, you know, he owes you a beer, blah, 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 right? But he kept telling the story, until his division sergeant major said, go get him and bring him in here. He wanted to hear his story. And he said by the time he was done, the man that had did it was packed up, heading back home to be discharged out of the Army, right? That's how it's supposed to happen. But we know in society it doesn't. I have told everybody. I have made it. I made it a thing to tell y'all that I was a victim of grooming. I was 16. She was like 23, 24 years old. And the very first time I ever did the oral sex thing was with her locking her goddamn legs around my 16-year-old head and forcing me down there. And this was early in my TikTok career. So when Facebook recommended her as a friend, this shit really bothered me, right? But for years, I thought I was a man. You know, I'm a real man. I'm sleeping with an older woman. I'm so manly, manly, manly. No, I was a child. I was a kid. Even though at 16, I looked like a grown-ass man, the mustache, the hair, and everything else, I still was a kid. Okay, I was a kid. But the fact that in society, people would not have listened to me at 17, 18 years old, telling the story without laughing at me. Oh, man, you got some old woman pussy. You be fine. You a grown man now. That shit was not a grown man. I was a kid, period. Stories like Brooke Baldwin being made fun of by somebody like Megyn Kelly. This is what, when I tell y'all black women tell white women this shit all the time, Megyn Kelly is exactly what black women have been telling white women about to all women. You don't ridicule a woman's sexual assault. I don't care. You don't. You don't. You do not ridicule. The moment something like that comes up, all bets are off. It's not funny. It's not a joke. I had a soldier right on my last rotation to Germany. And this was right before I had to go home. This was like the night before I had to go home because my wife was having knee surgery. And she was my soldier. She was in headquarters. She comes up to me and she says, hey, Sergeant McCormick, I need help. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And she told me one of the soldiers had broken a rule that stated we couldn't have alcohol when we got to Germany for 30 days. Right? We got to get acclimated, driving, blah, blah, blah. He had broken that. And because it was like the next day, I think was the 30 days or whatever. Anyway, he broke that, got drunk, hemmed her up and felt her up. She didn't want to go to the Sharp. She didn't want to go to Sharp. She didn't want to get our command involved because, and this was her words, not mine, this has happened before, and she didn't want to look like she was the problem. So I said, okay, we'll take you to the chaplain. And I escorted her to the chaplain and waited out there for about an hour and a half, smoking cigarettes and shit, you know. And she texted me, she's like, Sergeant McCormick, I'm ready to go back. So I walked her back. And I said, do you want me to tell the command? I can go knock on the commander's door. I can go knock on the first sergeant's door right now if you want me to. She said, no, I don't. And she's crying while she's telling me this. I really don't want anybody to know because I don't want people to think it is my fault. That's not something you play with, period. It's not something you play with. So for Megyn Kelly, who's already gone through her own sexual harassment, Megyn Kelly, make no mistake about it, there was a set of blonde. They even made a movie out of it, Bombshell. Here's these blonde white women working at Fox News, being sexually harassed by Roger Ailes. They made a movie out of this shit. Megyn Kelly came off like some hero because of that goddamn movie. This bitch, for her to do this, but again, I continue.
No one from the show contacted me for comment. No one asked me a question. They didn't seem to care that the premise of the segment was not at all factual before broadcasting it to an enormous audience. And again, because I don't watch this show, I had to look up just how large that audience is. Millions of people subscribe to, listen to, or watch Megyn Kelly. On any given day, millions of Americans can hear something said on that show and assume it to be true. As a result, those millions of people were presented with a demonstrably false claim about me for nearly 9 minutes.
Now, what she's about to say, I need you to think about really, really hard, because this is the downfall. This is the downfall of social media. Me and Angry were talking about toxic fandom on Rules and Requisition yesterday, right? And we were saying how all it takes is one dumbass with a Twitter account. I'm not calling it X Kiss My Ass. All it takes is one dumbass with a Twitter account to sink a movie. A whole movie. We were talking about Supergirl. We were actually talking about Masters of the Universe. Let me show you how this works. Masters of the Universe, according to box office data, flopped. Mortal Kombat 2, according to box office data, flopped. Supergirl, according to box office data, flopped. What do all three of those movies have in common? The fandom sunk that shit. Jackasses with Twitter accounts. Jackasses with microphones and cameras and podcasts all over YouTube. There's a guy on YouTube called The Critical Drinker. Bitch, go to rehab. Take your monkey ass to rehab. This man, all he cares about is that there's a white protagonist and nothing the F else. He even made his own movie, which was basically a ripoff of a ripoff of a ripoff of a ripoff of Death Wish. But he's called The Critical Drinker. Piers Morgan had this drunk bitch on his show. There's a guy named Nerdrotic, who's also another one of these incel white chud type dude. Piers had him on television, on his show. But it was toxic fandom that shut these three movies down. Now, I've seen Masters of the Universe. My wife and I watched it the other day. I ain't gonna tell you how, but we did watch Supergirl. We did watch The Odyssey. We did watch Mandalorian and Grogu. That's another movie that they said flopped. These were good movies. These were really good movies. Supergirl is like an empowering ass piece of work. I got to give it up to James Gunn and his direction, because that Supergirl, it was better than the original. I said what I said. But because of jackasses with Twitter accounts, they flopped. What she's about to describe is toxic fandom with some real consequences. Take a listen.
In addition to her millions of YouTube subscribers, she also posted it to her many other social media accounts, podcast accounts, broadcast on Sirius XM. And then those lies were clipped and posted and syndicated by other outlets with comparable audiences of their own. Other journalists, editors, and media teams also never bothered to read my original Substack or check with the original source, me. This is journalism 101. Instead, this is how a lie gets multiplied and multiplied and multiplied.
There has been a lie about me. There have been several lies about me, given to people on TikTok by people who do not like me. This is not a pity party. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm like the Dark Knight. I can handle it. The problem with these lies is not one person who criticized me ever talked to me. Ever. They took the story and they ran with it. They took the story and ran with it. I hate white people. How? Because somebody said so. I was very disgusting to this woman. How do you know this? Somebody told you. I threatened a judge. How do you know? Somebody told you. Not me. Not me. Not me. In addition, I have been blamed for the actions of other men. White men. I'm going to just go ahead and call it what it is. White men. I got blamed for their actions. It was like once TikTok got enough of sucking on the marrows of the people that actually did this shit, it came from me. Why? I had 1 million followers. When I tell y'all I did not care about my account, my original account being banned, it was because of that. It was because of that. What good is having 1 million followers if people will still believe bullshit about you? And the crazy part about it is, since I started making social media content, I have always been forthright with y'all. I have no reason to lie. None of you feed me. None of you finance me. And none of you. So why in the hell would I lie to you? Which is crazy because I always thought that is how things are supposed to be. Girl once told me that my cousin tried to hit on her. Rather than me snapping on my cousin, I called him. Hey, yo, did you do this? He's like, no. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. That's my cousin. Now, if he did do it and is lying about it, that's on him. It ain't on me. That's on him. That's on him. But the fact that people will hear something about Thomas Bishop, run with it, make videos about it, talk shit about me, and never once come and ask me anything. But again, that's how social media operates. Now I'm talking about myself and a couple of things that happened to me. I am no worse for the wear, didn't lose anything. This is a journalist, a woman whose reputation is built on the trust that the information she gives out in front of the screen every single day is correct. And another woman, another white woman, is not only shitting on that, but then she's allowing that shit to just sit. Now people are clipping it and clipping it and clipping it. You can clip 9 minutes. You really can. You can clip 9 minutes. Now your Twitter account is all of this shit. Brooke Baldwin has to now Google her goddamn name and find out, oh, Megyn Kelly says she's a slut. And again, in polite society, this is how lawsuits are made. In impolite society, this is how people catch a case. A lie will go around the world in 80 days while the truth is still at home packing. A lie will go around the world 3 or 4 different times before the truth gets up and puts his drawers on. Truth just walking around with truth penis just swinging. In polite society, Brooke Baldwin has every right to sue Megyn Kelly into the ground. In impolite society, Brooke Baldwin has every right to go find Megyn Kelly and shoot her goddamn dog in front of the bitch and say, bitch, you're lucky I'm not popping you. She does. She does. Knock her ass off. Literally. Brooke Baldwin has every, in polite society, she has every reason for there to be some misunderstandings and some furniture moving. Some 50-11 in the mother effing parking lot. Hey, pimpin', playboy, bitch, bring your ass outside. When you go to your Benz, it'll be the last time your ass go to that car. Because either you and the car gonna be gone or you gonna be going in front of the car. She has every reason for some misunderstandings and some goddamn furniture moving. Dead ass. Like, I would knock this bitch off. But that's me. Again, I continue.
And this is how reputations are ruined. Since that first segment aired, 2 things happened. Number 1, Megyn's team quietly changed the original headline of that video, which originally was, in air quotes, therapized former CNN host Brooke Baldwin says she slept with 4 guys last month with Ruthless. The headline they changed it to very quietly was, former CNN host Brooke Baldwin is oversharing about her sex life.
I would beat Megyn Kelly's ass. I would beat Megyn Kelly's ass. Megyn Kelly would have had to see me. Soon as that bitch left the studio, bitch, I'm in the parking lot. Pimping. Hey, Playboy, come over here. Come on. No, 1511. 1511. I need 1511. I need 1511 in the parking lot. I need 1511 in the parking lot. If I was Brooke Baldwin, I would turn into my mother. Stay right there, bitch. I'll be right back. And when I come back, I'm coming back with that thing. And I'm sending your ass on the Boab Bird Express, bitch. She'd have to see me. She'd have to see me. You done ruined my goddamn reputation, and then with your punk ass, you decide to when you fix it, you still being disrespectful. Oh, no, bitch. Oh, no. I'll be dragging that bitch by them blonde-ass roots. I promise you this. I promise you this. Megyn would have had to see me. Megyn would have had to see me. We in the parking lot pimping. Hey, Playboy. I'd have walked in the door just been like, hey, Megyn, oh, you done with your show? Oh, no, you still doing it? Okay, all right. When you're done, come in the parking lot. No, I just need 15, 11 minutes. I just need 15, 11 minutes in the parking lot. Come on. No. You don't need no security, bitch. I'm telling you. When you're done with this, I'm going to be in the parking lot. And when you come out, I'm telling you right now, somebody's head going to get swollen, and it ain't going to be me. Oh, no, bitch. No. She'd be calling all kinds of cops, and I'd still be like, all right, bitch, hey, you don't want to hear from me right here in the parking lot? Cool, pimping. I got you. But when you get to your house, and please bring your punk ass husband. Please. I got brothers, and they will beat his ass in front of you. Hey, pimping, parking lot. I need to holler at you in the mother effing parking lot, bitch. I need to holler. Hey, now you start doing Paulie Walnuts. You ever seen The Sopranos when Paulie Walnuts talks and he does like this? He just uses these two fingers. Hey, pimping, parking lot. Hey, pimping, 1511. I need 1511. And then, hey, I need 1511. I need you to card sometimes so I can handle this. Oh, cheat. Couldn't be me. But again, I continue.
Which is still false. Number 2, she did another 9-minute segment defaming me. This time, she briefly claimed that she had not read my full Substack before making her original false accusations. Now, even if I were to believe her that she didn't read my full piece, that there is an admission that failed to satisfy the most basic standards of journalism. Talk about a reckless disregard for the truth.
It would be a reckless disregard for her teeth. I'm not even playing, dog. When I tell y'all, I watched this shit and got heated. Oh, I'd be driving around that bitch house playing Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. I ain't even bullshit. Every time I would drive in my whatever car. I don't give a damn if it's an SUV because I know it got a nice sound system. She's Brooke Baldwin. She works for CNN. So she got a nice car. Whatever it is, I would be driving around Megyn Kelly's neighborhood playing Squabble Up. That bitch would be afraid to go to her goddamn mailbox. Oh, shit, is Brooke Baldwin out here? Hey, bitch. Hey, Squabble Up. Parking lot. I would drive past her house with the window down, playing Squabble Up, looking dead at her ass while I'm driving. Dead at her ass.
Oh my God!
Bitch, you thought it was on? Oh, no. Squabble Up, bitch. If I had to go to work, I'd have somebody else do it. I would pay somebody to get in a car and drive around her neighborhood playing Squabble Up with some 15-inch bass speakers and a nice-ass Bose system on full blast. Squabble Up. Squabble Up, bitch. Squabble Up. Squabble Up, bitch. I'd be sending that bitch emails to just say Squabble Up. I would send that bitch emails to say Squabble Up with a picture of a parking lot at a goddamn liquor store. 1511, bitch. 1511. I need you to come here. I need you to come here. I need you to no. You had all that bass in your goddamn voice for your little funky ass show, bitch. 1511 parking lot, squabble up. I would be like, come here. Come here. I would send that bitch videos of Denzel Washington in The Equalizer 2 saying, I'm going to kill all of you, and the only regret I have is that I can only do it once. Bitch. Denzel from Man on Fire with the dude with the grenade in his ass. I wish you had more time. Bitch, parking lot. I would have Megyn Kelly so scared to drive. I drive past her damn house playing UGK tossed up. Bitch, you getting tossed up. What's wrong with you? But again, I continue.
But even her attempt to backtrack, even if it were enough, it has been viewed by less than 5% of those who saw the original post. As someone who has spent her entire adult life as a journalist, this deeply matters to me. And it should matter to you too. What makes this all the more striking is that Megyn Kelly herself has spoken publicly about the importance of journalistic integrity.
How can you speak about journalistic integrity when you got your goddamn journalism degree from Dave and Buster's University? Bitch, sit your dumb ass down. Hi, I've never been to aeronautics school, but I'm going to tell you how the space shuttle should work. How can you possibly have gone to journalism school and still turn out like Megyn Kelly? Bitch, you wasn't paying attention to shit in class, was you? How the hell? Come on, man.
Welcome to Journalism 101, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, can you please stop playing with that skunk that isn't supposed to be in the building, bitch? Hey, parking lot, bitch, parking lot. I need 15 or 11 minutes in the parking lot, Miss Kelly.
Come on. She talks about journalistic integrity. Megyn Kelly is talking about journalistic integrity. Bitch, you work for Fox News. Fox News. Shep Smith was the only journalist in the whole goddamn building. Sean Hannity ain't been shit since Alan Combs died. Sean Hannity wouldn't know journalism if he walked up in the room dressed up like Birdman from that Breakfast Club interview talking about all three of y'all. Who are you, young man? I'm journalism. I want all three of y'all. All three of y'all. I want to look you in your face. Bitch. Journalistic. She's talking about journalistic integrity. If I started a rumor on this show right now, I ain't been to journalism school, but I have a communications degree, so I know exactly what I'm saying when I open my mouth. I know how it's going to play out. Somebody will be watching this show. I can't believe Thomas Bishop said that about Megyn Kelly. Let me clip it up. Clip it up. Go ahead. Clip it up. You're talking to a guy with a bachelor's degree in communications. Obviously, I know what I'm talking about. I knew exactly what words to set that goofy bitch off. Blood coming out of her wherever. The fact that your husband wants to bang Don Lemon's husband. Bitch, listen, it's open. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is common knowledge. Your husband wants to be in a Don Lemon sandwich. All right? Like, listen. You want to be spit roasted by the lemons. All that. Now, if somebody clipped that shit up and put it all over Twitter, it ain't my fault. I'm not a journalist. I'm a communications degree guy. Listen, look at Mary. Mary's like she need more than 15 minutes. Listen, Mary, the ass whooping Brooke Baldwin should put on her should last a 30-minute segment. Like, that shit should be the news.
we thought the fight was over, but in actuality, it is just beginning. Brooke Baldwin has now put on her high heel stiletto shoes, and she's opening up Megyn Kelly's anal cavity. Oh no! Did Brooke Baldwin put a stiletto heel up Megyn Kelly's ass? Tune in tonight at 11. Shit. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. While the lemons got your husband in a spit roast, you up here with a nice, expensive ass Italian stiletto heel. Square up your bitch, please. Please. But again, I continue.
I looked this up last year on her own show while discussing false reporting about herself. Megyn agreed with journalist Glenn Greenwald when he said this, quoting him, "There's nothing like having the media say false things about you that makes you realize the true depth and pervasiveness of how often they just fabricate and mislead and deceive."
Megyn Kelly lived at that place. She worked at Misinformation and Central. Come on. Russell Chick about a 30-minute lumberjack match. You think? Yes. I'd have all women journalists around a ring, and it'd just be Brooke Baldwin versus Megyn Kelly. And if Megyn tried to run, the women journalists, like Joy-Ann Reid would not be able. Listen, Joy-Ann Reid couldn't wait for that bitch to roll out of the ring so she can kick her in the coochie and throw her ass right back at that son of a bitch. Oh, no, no. It's a journalism lumberjack match. We have the late Gwen Eiffel. We have Joy-Ann Reid. Is that Tiffany Cross? We have Tiffany Cross surrounding the ring. And the match itself is Brooke Baldwin versus Megyn Kelly. A one fall to a finish. Bitch, listen. Joy-Ann Reid listen. If that shit was set up, Brooke Baldwin versus Megyn Kelly, and they had women journalists around the ring, Joy-Ann Reid would be there before the damn match was made. I'm just saying. Listen, Joy-Ann Reid would be like, can I be the referee? Can I be the referee? Wait, really? Can I be the referee? Tiffany Cross would get some work out of her. Come on, man. Come on. She worked at Disinformation Central. If you are and this is a fact, they did a study about this. It came out earlier this year. I'm pretty sure Taz could find it. They said that people who only watch Fox News are less educated than people who don't. It's truism. It is a true statement. Oh, listen, Jamel Hill would be there with running shoes on just in case the bitch try to run away. Like, Jamel Hill gonna give her that work. Oh, no, Megyn, where the hell you think you going? Get your bitch ass back in that ring. Bitch, I will pussy punch your ass out in the orbit. Bitch, get in that goddamn ring. Jamel Hill would be there with running shoes on. But it's true. The study said that people who only watch Fox News are much, much less educated on things going on, not just in the nation, but around the world than people who don't. I have scanned Fox News because for some ungodly reason, when you go on a military base, you go to the hospital, the DFAC, wherever, Fox News is playing. So I got Fox News without consent, bitch. You know what I mean? I got Fox News without consent. I was like, bitch, I don't want this. There it is. Boom. There it is. Watching Fox News makes you less informed than watching no news at all. No news at all. You would be better off allowing Ravens from Winterfell to give you information than Fox goddamn News. When Jesse Waters is giving advice on relationships, knowing goddamn well he's only with the woman he's with right now because he slashed her effing tires,
When Greg Gutfeld is your comedian, and he routinely brings on the worst wrestler in the history of ring, ropes, of mat, and title belts. That is not a serious goddamn place. Listen, this is going to sound graphic, but goddamn it has to be said. I have shaved my nether region. I have shaved my sack. And the hair that fell on the ground from my scrotum has more comedy talent than Greg Gutfeld. I said what I said. Greg Gutfeld brought on Tyrus. Tyrus at the time was the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, which in and of itself are words I never thought I'd say in this life. I've seen Tyrus wrestle. Come on, man. Come on. The cartoon version of General Grand Regent Thrag would beat his monkey ass. Tyrus couldn't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag with a hole in it. Good. Jesse Waters routinely tries to tell people about their relationships. Dog. Bruv. Man. Let me hit some Terrence Howard. Man, look at him, man. Man, you shouldn't be telling anybody about no goddamn relationship, man. Man, didn't you stab a tire and get your woman, man? Man, wasn't you already married when you did this, man? Man, didn't you have 2 kids, man? Man, you a piece of shit, man. Man, you need to shut your bitch ass up, man. Like that's, come on. This is disinformation station. And Megyn Kelly worked there. So for this bitch to get mad that somebody didn't find any journalistic integrity when they said something about her, but then you turn around and do it to somebody else, from this point forward, all Megyn Kelly rumors are true. There, I said it. I said it. There, I said it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Megyn Kelly's husband wants to have sex with Don Lemon's husband while Don Lemon and Megyn Kelly share a Chardonnay and watch. It seems like it's true to me. That's true. I don't want to hear it. Megyn Kelly and journalistic integrity. Them some bitches ain't even been in the same neighborhood. Journalistic integrity and Megyn Kelly have never been in the exact same zip code. Woman, do. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. Megyn Kelly's never beaten the allegations of being a blonde bimbo. There, I said it. I don't care. But again, Miss Ball.
Do you want to know what Megan's response was? Yes, completely. Well, Megan, I couldn't agree more. But this is not just about Megyn Kelly or the growing number of people who borrow the authority of journalism without honoring its most basic obligations. This is also about us. Truth matters.
Here is the thing. Here's the thing about truth. Some people don't want to hear the truth. Wait a minute. She was an attorney? Who gave that bitch a law degree? Who gave that bitch a law degree? Who? Hey, whoever her professor was, find it. To the guillotine, bitch. You gave that bitch a law degree? And she's still out there talking reckless with the mouth? Oh, come on, man. Truth. She said it. Ms. Baldwin said it. Truth matters. Well, let's be honest. Does it really, though? No. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And do you know how I know the truth doesn't matter? Because of the way we've accepted lies our entire lives. then attended Albany Law School, where she was an editor of the Albany Law Review. Kelly laughed that her mom worked 2 jobs for her to become an attorney. Tea time. Okay, then we need to blame Megyn Kelly's mama for not whooping her monkey ass. There we go. Mama Kelly, you should have beat the shit out this bitch.
Well, that's Thomas. We don't advocate for
Child abuse. We advocate for Megyn Kelly abuse. I don't give a goddamn shit. I don't care. That child should have had her ass whooped. You don't put a Megyn Kelly on timeout. You whoop that ass. Hey, bitch, did you break that lamp? Well, Mom, actually, nah, bitch, nah. Did you break the lamp or not? Yes. Ah! You put the belt to that ass. You put the belt to that ass.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Kelly was an associate attorney in the Chicago law office of law firm Bickle and Brewer, LLP. In fall of 1996, she co-wrote an article, The Conflicting Roles of Lawyers as Director, for the American Bar Association. Journalist litigation. Jay Thomas, she's still good friends with Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a.k.a. I've got baby faces on my knees. I'm not making that up. Go look at Sarah Huckabee Sanders' knees. Go look at her. There are 2 little toddlers on her kneecaps. It's weird. And then the bitch wears cowboy boots. It's like, hey. Nobody wants to see that. That look like a one-legged baby on your leg, like right now. Don't do that. But anyway, the truth does not matter because we have been lied to our entire lives. Do y'all understand how many lies have been told to you in your lifetime? Are y'all understanding how many lies have been told to you in your lifetime? Here's one that I really wish we would get over. And we talked about this last night on The Villain's View. America is the greatest country on earth. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. America is in no way, shape, form, or fashion. In no economic way. In no, fact-based way. America has never been the greatest country on earth. Richest? Yes. Most nuclear weapons? Yes. Biggest bully? Yes. Greatest? No. You can't. Let me tell y'all something. And this is when I'm going to give y'all an example of what I had to do to grow up. I had to stop seeing men, particularly black men, as my enemy. I had to. I had to deprogram myself to believe, from believing that every black man was competition or an enemy to me. Now I know there are some black men that don't like me. Sorry, cold. They dislike me for bullshit. And I don't care. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like you can't beat me. So there's that. But every black man is not my enemy. Every man is not my enemy. I tend to try to live my life the way my mother did. I don't make an enemy unless I absolutely have to. But when I do make one, there is no redemption story involved in any of that shit. Never. Never. There is no amount of redemption you could possibly have if I put you on an enemies list. None. There's no apology. There's no, oh dog, yo man, I was tripped. There's none of that. There's none of that. Why? Because of exactly what Ms. Baldwin just said. Truth matters. If you can go out and lie about me, you are my enemy. When that lie is exposed by other people, you're still my enemy because you did it in the first place. I don't give a good goddamn what else you say. I don't care. That means absolutely dick to me. It means absolutely dick to me. I don't care. You were bold enough to take your monkey ass outside and say some shit you knew not to be true. So exactly what apology could you possibly give me? Now, I don't go out and make an enemy. I don't. I have learned, especially when it comes to black men, we're not competition with each other. We're brothers. I wish I could talk to the young brothers that are gangbang. I really genuinely do. Yes, this guy took your friend, and then you took his friend. So blood's already been shed. But for what? Some city blocks we don't own? Some colors that don't mean shit? Dope? Women? What are we doing? We're brothers. Yes, brothers fight. Do not misunderstand me. Brothers fight. But they don't fight frivolously. They don't fight for reputation. And at the end of it, at the end of the fight, that man is still black. You're still black. There has to be some commonality because guess what? The white establishment don't like either one of y'all. They don't. But we have been lied to our entire goddamn life. We have been lied to. We have been manipulated. Every single one of us. We have all been programmed. Every one of us. There is no exception. I don't give a god. If you bring your ass here from another country, you've already been programmed. America's the land of opportunity. No, it's not. America's the land of work really hard so that Elon Musk can continue to send his nut via FedEx to white women. That's what it is. There are tensions between different communities. Black and brown people have had tension. I don't know why. I don't. I never have to walk in the shoes of a Latino man to understand those shoes. He never has to walk in mine to understand me. The truth of the matter is we both are subjected to the same system that screws us both. They screw you in Spanish. They screw me a nigger. I'm telling you this. I never have to, you know what I mean? Like I never have to relate to the idea of womanhood. It's not my lane. You can tell me the story and I still wouldn't get it. But truth matters. But not when you've been lied to for decades. From the moment your mom and daddy do the nasty for your ass to get here, that sperm's been lied to, that egg's been lied to, and whatever is produced out of that sperm and egg will be lied to. America is a lie machine. But we have the greatest PR shit you ever seen in your life. We have the very best PR team in human history. Because we're able to peddle shit, not just to ourselves, but around the world. Truth has never been in the building when it comes to America. Never. Not one goddamn time has truth ever been in the building. Do you know there was a Supreme Court decision that said that corporations are people? Sit with that for a second. Corporations are people. Now, in your head, you're going, that shit don't make no goddamn sense. That's stupid. And you'd be right. Doesn't matter, though, does it? Because the Supreme Court said corporations are people. And then, like decades later, the same Supreme Court said that money equals free speech. Again, you're in your head, you're going, wait a minute. Money don't talk. Have y'all ever held $1 in your hand and had a conversation with George Washington? If you had, seek therapy. If you have, please seek therapy. Please seek therapy. Go talk to one of them people. Get one of those hug myself jackets, because that's stupid. But again, we allowed it. We just went on about our business. Right now, Amazon has the same rights as a white woman in America. The only difference is, if that white woman in America needs health care, she can't afford it, but Amazon can. Right now, if that white woman needed an abortion, she wouldn't be able to get it. But Amazon can get tax breaks. Corporations are people and money equals free speech. That's a lie. That is a lie. So, no disrespect to Ms. Baldwin, but no, the truth don't matter. Truth don't matter. The truth does not matter. Like Dredd said, the goddamn lie will get around the world before the truth even wakes up and notices that the lie is moving. Truth don't matter in America. What are you talking about? If I had a theme for this show this morning, it would be Truth Don't Matter. It don't. I'm glad that Taz put it the way she put it in Misunderstandings and Furniture Move Mondays. I appreciate that because it's true. Social media made us stupid. The internet made us bold. You didn't know that your uncle was a closet racist until social media came around, now did you? Oh, you'd hear it at a dinner table. You'd hear it at a dinner table. But you would never say anything. And it wasn't until your racist ass uncle found out about Twitter that now you realize how incredibly racist your uncle is. Do y'all understand we will never, ever, ever, ever get the names and things that were done out of the Epstein files? It's never going to happen. As sad as that is for me to say, it's never going to happen. Why? Because what's in those files is truth. And we can't have that, now can we? How would you feel if you knew the guy you banked with, the bank that you went to, the CEO of that bank raped and murdered an 11-year-old? How would you feel? How would you feel? We're never getting that shit out. Never. Never. Pam Bondi told y'all the biggest amount of truth in that when she was on Capitol Hill. She said if those names were released, it would crash the economy. Remember, corporations are people. So why can't we bring corporations in and charge them with human trafficking, horrible acts to children? Because the CEOs are a part of this shit, right? Right? The CEOs are part of it, right? Right? We're supposed to believe that these people, these job creators, are needed in society. They're holding our economy up. Okay, so great. When we gonna bring they bitch asses in and charge them? We can't. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the truth. You will stay blissfully ignorant. You will, and I'm not above the fray. I do it too. You will remain blissfully ignorant of the things that are going on in the world. Why? Because you don't know what you don't know. There has never been an ounce of truth in our public discourse. Not in this country. Not 1 ounce of truth. None. I can tell you about the conditions of black folks during Jim Crow. I can tell this to you. I can read it from historical data. But much like what Fox News does, you can choose to ignore it. Don't believe me? Look at how hard people have been fighting and how long they've been fighting to say that white people experience racism. Just look at the timeline. The truth of the matter is this. No, they can't. They can experience discrimination, but it's usually not the people in their same economic strata that is doing it to them. It's the rich that are doing it to them. But white people will argue you up and goddamn down that they somehow can experience racism because somebody called them a snow roach. The truth of the matter is no. Their feelings were hurt. They didn't want to. That's funny. Snow roach is hilarious. I don't give a goddamn where you are. Snow roach is funny. Your feelings got hurt. That is not a truth. That is your feeling. But for you to then, in turn, get your ass in front of cameras and microphones where people can see and hear you throughout social media and proclaim that the biggest victims of racism in 2026 are white people and the biggest perpetrators of said racism towards white people or black people, you know that's a goddamn lie, but you will do it anyway. And then you will be ushered in because there'll be thousands of white people like, yep, I experienced it. It's a lie. And it will be accepted because we have never had any truth in this country. Ever. The goddamn premise of this bitch was a lie. All men are created equal. Hey, Theopolis, bring me some tea, nigger. Like, what? You are writing that all men are created equal while you own someone. You are literally saying all men are created equal, yet a couple of lines down from that statement, you are calling Native and indigenous people bloodthirsty savages. It's in the Constitution, kids. It's in the Constitution. It's a lie right there on paper. All men are created equal. I own people while I'm writing this. All men are created equal. But those goddamn natives, they're savage, bloodthirsty savages. It's on the goddamn document. You know what? Handy dandy Constitution. Have it right here. We the people of the United States in order to form a more, well, that's the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. You get to the blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, this ain't the wrong one. Maybe it ain't. No. Damn it. Now I can't find it. Anyway. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They're endowed by their creator with the, well, you know, that part. But if you're a trans woman, can you pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Can you? No. We have an amendment called the First Amendment that guaranteed free speech. Yet, I can't travel outside of the United States. I can't get a passport because now they're going to check my social medias. And if I've said anything against the goddamn government, I am considered a left-wing terrorist. What is that? That's the funniest part about this shit. Thank you, Nana, so much. That's the funniest part about this. We have dumbed down shit so goddamn much that people are against things that they shouldn't be. Your grandfather was a World War II vet who was fighting Nazis and he was calling them krauts and all other kinds of shit, right? But you're Antifa? You're against Antifa? It's the same thing, stupid. All men are created equal except for the black World War II vets who were not allowed to partake in the GI Bill. All men are created equal except for women because they can't control their bodies. All men are created equal except for trans people who aren't even allowed to just exist. All men are created equal except for children going to school safe. We only care about them in the womb. We don't give a goddamn when you go to school. If a bullet takes you out, hey, Second Amendment, bitch. That's the price of freedom. So we are fed lie after lie after lie after lie. We grow up with the lie. We spread the lie. We talk about the lie. The lies are always there. There is no truth in this goddamn country. None. The reason I am so hard on far left is because y'all did not believe in the truth. The truth of the matter is this. You cannot take care of Palestine if you do not take care of Philadelphia, bitch. I said what the F I said. Protest votes do nothing. Nobody's listening. You want to talk about AIPAC? Then let's talk about it. But stop bringing Jewish people up. They ain't got shit to do with it. That is truth. Truth is AIPAC is a lobbying group. Truth is some of y'all have become real Nazi-esque in your argument against AIPAC and the Israeli government and Benjamin Netanyahu. Y'all become mad Nazis. Whole lot of anti-Semitism going on. And those of you who are pro-Israel, Jerry Seinfeld, you're real Islamophobic. I smell a whole lot of a soupçon of Islamophobia. Bitch, them people are there, dog. There is no Palestine. Bitch, then what are them people doing there? That's like saying there's no Chicago because you don't see Martian Manhunter there. There can't be a Chicago. Martian Manhunter isn't there. What? Sit your stupid ass down. I'm going to let Brooke Baldwin continue.
Context matters. Nuance matters. Curiosity matters. And accuracy matters. My North Star, as a journalist and just as a human being, has always been integrity. Integrity requires honesty, accuracy, and the humility to correct the record when the facts demand it.
And that's why we don't have it. That's exactly why we have no integrity. That's why. You can say a lot of things about me. You can. Hell, I'll give you some things to say about me. I wasn't a good dad. There. I wasn't. I wasn't a good husband. There. I've cheated. There. I'm giving you ammunition. Go ahead, take it. Take it. But I just defused it because I gave it to you. You didn't have to find that shit out. There will never be people with my mugshot behind them because I have no felonies, ladies and gentlemen. None. None. The one thing I have in this world is my integrity. The one thing that I can hold on to for dear life is my integrity. I try to be as honest and forthright as humanly possible. I tell y'all when I'm not having a good day. I tell y'all when depression has hit me. I tell y'all when things are not good between me and the wife or what have you. I tell you these things, not for sympathy, not for coins, not for money. I tell it to you because my integrity matters to me. Throughout my entire life, all I've ever had is my integrity. That's the only thing I've had. It is the one thing that was instilled in me by a black woman to be the sort of person that people can either look up to, depend on, or believe. That is my integrity. I don't make TikTok videos for fun. I don't. Even though it's a slog, even though TikTok will do everything in it humanly possible to take down my shit. Even with that, I still get my ass up and I make videos. Now, I know a lot of people saying, well, you ain't no activist. I never said I was. I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for several different communities. Next month, when Autism Awareness Month comes around, I have an idea that my wife gave me involving my daughter, her drawings, and autism awareness. I ain't going to tell you what it is right now because I'm still working on it, but I digress. All I've ever had is my integrity. I told y'all my biggest pet peeve in life is being blamed for some shit I didn't do. That speaks to my integrity. Don't lie about it. You want to know something else? I'm too old and have done this for too many years for me to be trying to hide a goddamn thing. You were looking at one flawed, effed up man, and I will not pretend like I'm otherwise because all I have is my integrity. The problem is there's a whole lot of people in America that don't. They have no integrity. None. They will debase themselves for the most frivolous shit I've ever seen. I hate sellouts for this exact goddamn reason. I hate them bastards for that shit. Tomorrow's show is going to be about the do's and don'ts of interracial dating. Do you know why I wanted to do that show? Because far too many people are forgetting the do's and the don'ts. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my wife is Caucasian. And I have never, ever had to downgrade, degrade, or shit on black women to justify it. Not one time. I don't have to. I don't. That's my relationship. That is my wife. I don't have to explain that she's raising biracial children in America. I don't have to give her bona fides of how she's down. She's my goddamn wife. That's the end of it. But at the exact same time, at no point in our over 20-year relationship, at no point in the 20 years before I met her, at no point since my mother started to raise me singularly by her goddamn self, have I ever felt the need to put black women down for who I'm dating. Not once. That is integrity. If I have to shit on black women to justify why that woman is white, I have no integrity. None. If I have to shit on my community, the one that raised me, the people that I've met in my life throughout all of these beautiful melanated people throughout every black community I have ever had the pleasure of stepping in, if I got to shit on them for the acceptance of people that are only going to look at me like a goddamn monkey anyway, then I don't want it. I don't need it. Because I have integrity to say openly in front of cameras and microphone that I love brothers, my black brothers. I love you. I am proud of you, whatever your struggle is. Stop looking for the validation of people with money and cars and jewels and bitches. Stop that. Look at what's in here. If I could say that without an ounce of pandering, that is my integrity. I co-own this radio station with a man who has integrity. Our staff on this radio station has integrity. Our show host, from me in the morning all the way to T. Nathan at night, have integrity. I would not have them here if they did not. I do not pander. I don't need to. When I walk into a room, I walk in with my head held high because there is absolutely nobody in that room that is going to make me ever sacrifice the man my mother raised me to be. The reason I hate sellouts so goddamn bad, I loathe them, I wish death on them, is because they have lost their integrity for acceptance. And you will never see Thomas Edward McCormick do that. If I got to kiss your ass to be accepted, bitch, I'd rather not. That is the man my mother and father wanted me to be. That is the man I try to get up every morning and be every single day. I fail. I make mistakes. I make bad choices. And I carry them, all of them, like bricks. I've had people say, why don't you just let it go? Come on, Thomas, you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive yourself. No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not measure my life on my successes. I measure my life on my failures. That is integrity. I don't like it when people mention, oh, you have 1 million followers on TikTok. Don't do that. Don't do that. That 1 million followers don't mean shit. I don't give a damn about the messenger. Did you get the goddamn message? That is integrity. And once again, if you've been lied to your entire life, and trust me, if you've lived in the United States, you have been lied to every single day. Integrity don't mean shit. I'm going to put out some horrible music. Dog, this shit is trash. Yo, he got $1 million. I don't give a goddamn about that $1 million, Keisha. I don't. I don't give a shit. I do not suck off rich men. F off. None of you are self-made, you raggedy bastards. You have no integrity. None. And the people that kiss your ass ain't got none either. Because you know what else you get when you have integrity, kids? Self-worth. You have self-worth. You understand what you will tolerate and what you won't. You say it once and you leave it alone. You ain't got to repeat it for who? If the bitch don't get it, they don't get it. But you lay that shit down one time and that's the end of it. Because you know what your worth is. You do not get up in the morning trying to justify your existence. They can kiss 3/5 of my melanated ass, my taint, and my balls if you think I'm going to argue with anybody about my whole life being worth something. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. I don't argue about my self-worth to people who are beneath me. I don't. Made a video the other day where I said, stop telling people to take the high road. Oh, if you just ignore them. No. I will stomp your ass out in the comment section if you say something to me. I will duet your goddamn or stitch your damn video to rip your ass a whole new asshole on the back of your neck if you even attempt to say shit about me. You will not besmirch my integrity. And you damn sure are not about to judge my self-worth. I will put my nuts on your goddamn forehead and pee in your hairstyle if you think I'm going to allow you to tell me what I'm worth. Blow me. Miss Ball.
Without that,
Love
there
you,
is
Shab.
no
Be
trust.
safe, brother.
And without trust, journalism ceases to serve the public. It becomes performance instead of truth. Journalism doesn't just shape reputations, it shapes our reality. It influences what millions of people believe to be true, how we come to understand the world, how we ultimately make decisions. And that is why integrity is not optional.
Here's a problem with journalism. There's a problem with journalism. She's saying this. She's saying all of it. But if it bleeds, it leads is still a thing in newsrooms. Love you, Shab. Be safe, brother. How many white people believe that you would be unsafe in a black neighborhood? How many white coffee beans right now? And I want you to think about it. Don't just answer willy-nilly. I want you to think about it. How many of you have been told that if you ever walk into a black neighborhood, you're unsafe? How many of y'all did that? How many of y'all have heard that? Where do you think that came from? Where do you think that came from? Personal experience? No. Some of the people that are telling y'all this have never been in a black neighborhood. You got it from the same people that give you the news. Watch your local news tonight. Just humor me. Just humor me. I don't care where you are. I don't care what part of the country you're in. Watch your local news tonight. And if it doesn't start off with a shooting in a black neighborhood, I'll eat my phone. I will eat my goddamn phone. Michael Pruitt ass. See? If it doesn't start with a shooting in a black neighborhood, I'll eat my phone. Oh, Danny, my sunshine, baby. I love you so much. I need you to keep shining, Danny. I do. I need you to keep shining, baby. I love you. Remember that. The reason they tell you this shit is because they want you to look at us, and by us I do mean those with melanin, as monsters. As monsters. But see, here's the thing, Merv. It can be 50-50. Every neighborhood is different. That's the problem. I told y'all there's a dividing line in Kansas City called Troost Avenue. It is the dividing line between white Kansas City and black Kansas City. All day and twice on Sunday. Truce is the dividing line. If you were driving down Truce and you get to 39th Street and you take a left, you are in white Kansas City. The houses are bigger. The roads are better taken care of. All the shops and nightlife is all on the left side, west. But if you drive down Truce, hit the 39th, and make a right, you're in black Kansas City. The houses are run down. Not a whole lot of shops. Not a whole lot of shops. A lot of gas stations, a lot of liquor stores, and maybe a grocery or two. The roads are not very well taken care of. Dilapidated buildings just sit there. Nobody touches them. Nobody does anything with them. And the news teams have absolutely no problem going east of Truce to get news. Be safe, Mary, love you to death. Kiss that husband, kiss that kid for me. Drive down Prospect. Prospect is supposedly the most dangerous road in Kansas City. It's not dangerous to me. I've gone to plenty of places on Prospect. Plenty. There's a place that makes the best goddamn burgers in Kansas City. It's on Prospect. I got my truck fixed before I drove down here to Georgia. I got my truck fixed by a couple of white guys that have a shop. Looks kind of dilapidated, but it is a shop on Prospect. Research Medical Center. The hospital my mom used to go to and the hospital my uncle died in is on Prospect. See what I'm saying? But let the news tell it to you. I was told off for meeting a friend in Moorside, Manchester. It's the same here in the UK. Absolutely sickening. Again, look at your local news. Look at your local news. If I turn on Channel 9 or Channel 5 or Channel 41 or Channel 4 in Kansas City at 11 p.m., it'll be 11 p.m. here, it'll be 10 p.m. there. If I did it, I can almost guarantee you all of them are going to lead with some level of violence in the black community. I know this. I've watched it my entire goddamn life. So I have to disagree with Ms. Baldwin on this. I do. And with the advent of social media, it's worse. It's worse. Every time black folks fight, here come the monkey sounds. Here come that's how they all are. Where do you think they got that from? Where do you think they got that from? This shit didn't pop up out of the ether. The fact that a bunch of white women believe that if black men are around them, they'll get raped and murdered. Oh, look, here's this video of this white girl who nobody bothers to remember her name, but they dare to remember a black man killed her. Oh, it's all over social media. Hey, did I just see it on the news? Where do you think this shit comes from? This shit is not being pulled out of people's ass. It is given to you. And then here comes the reality. Here comes the reality. It could be the blackest hood in California, the darkest hood in New York. If a white man with money falling out of his pocket, drunk as shit, walks through a black neighborhood, no one will touch him. And do you know why? Because number one, every black person is going to look and say, that is a trap. That's the police. They're trying to hem somebody up. Don't believe me. Ask any black person. They in the chat. Ask them. Ask them. They're right there. Ask them. If a black person saw a white man drunk with money falling out of his pocket, walking through a black neighborhood, nobody would touch him. Why? Because it looks like a trap. It looks like as soon as you try to get that money off of them, here come the popo. But the other aspect of it is this, and this is for all the white women that have ever believed this bullshit or ever heard this bullshit from your uncles and your aunts and whatever. If a white woman gets so much as a goddamn hangnail in a predominantly black neighborhood, the police will shut that bitch down until they find the culprit. Let a white woman get assaulted in a black neighborhood and watch what happens. You would think they filming Chicago PD and Law and Order in the same goddamn neighborhood with the amount of cops that'll be there. They will shut that shit down. And everybody's a suspect. Miss Johnson ain't done shit to anybody. She been in the same house for 58 years. Husband died in 88. She's still in that goddamn house. Everybody know Miss Johnson. Everybody love Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson get groceries. We all help her put them in their damn house. Miss Johnson don't bother nobody. She goes to church, goes to the grocery store, and goes home. They will smash her goddamn door and put her ass in handcuffs because a white woman got a scrape. Like she fell and scraped her goddamn knee in a black neighborhood. That's reality. But journalists will tell you that what I just said is a lie. And that if a white woman goes into a black neighborhood, she'll be raped and murdered and blah, blah, blah. And again, this is long before social media even comes into it. Social media only made people bolder. Imagine if Chud the Builder had got his ass whooped the first time he called black people chimps. Imagine. I need you to imagine that shit. Imagine if the first time Chud the Builder said, he chimping out, somebody had clocked his ass in the back of his goddamn head and beat the brakes off of him. Beat the brakes, carburetor, catalytic converter, the rear axle, the rear differential, the goddamn windshield wipers, the rear mirrors, the side mirrors, and the goddamn hood ornament off of his ass. Imagine if that had happened. Imagine if that had happened. One of two things, or probably both of them at the exact same time, would have occurred. Number one, he's going to get more clout. He's going to get more clout. Because thanks to the ecosystem that has been put in place, a white man getting his ass whooped by a bunch of black people for his First Amendment right, that dude would have been on Fox News by now. Two, every person that beat his ass, you getting 35 to life. Morning, Commander. You getting 35 to life. How dare you put your hands on a white man? Because he said nigger? Because he called you a chimp? It's kind of like in school. Dude keeps bullying you and bullying you and bullying you. You finally turn around and knock fire out his ass. The teacher punishes you. But then when you tell her why you knock fire out his ass, oh, well, you know, we have to learn how to use our words. Same thing, fam. Same thing. The dignity of black and brown people in their own goddamn neighborhoods is always it's always up for debate. Always. Put some white folk in it, and it's a wrap. Put 3 or 4 white people in it and watch what the hell happens. You might as well just, again, cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. So for Ms. Baldwin to say that integrity matters in journalism, it doesn't. The shit that I'm telling you, this is the life I've led. My story. But how is it that you ask a lot of black men and my story becomes their story? We all can't be lying. Now can we? Every one of us cannot be making this up. There's no way in hell all of us can be making this up. You couple that with people all over America, black men, black women, black elderly people, black kids, black gay folk, black trans folk. We all, black and brown, we all cannot be making this shit up. This all can't be a figment in our goddamn imagination. Journalism died the moment that became a business model. If it bleeds, it leads. The moment that happened, journalism is out the door, dog. Everybody believes that thanks to television, that if your case gets caught by the police, they're going to do everything they possibly can to get the person that did this to you. Law and order. Just like they also believe that if you come in sick into a hospital, everybody's going to focus on you and get you help. Thank you, Grey's Anatomy. None of that's true. You got television shows, then you stay around for the local news. Just in that, there's your perception. Integrity goes out the window. I've met some hood-ass black men that have more integrity than a lot of the white men you see on television. I said what I said. I said what I said. I know some cats that have been slinging dope for years. Never shorted anybody, always got even what they wanted. These are drug dealers. I know them. But they got a hell of a lot more integrity than the white men you see on television telling you black neighborhoods are dangerous for white people. If it don't make dollars, don't make sense to these men. That's integrity. Why am I going to kill you because you're a rival when I can just partner up with you and make more money? And if it does come down to that, please understand this is business. It ain't personal. That's integrity. As much as you might not think it is, that's integrity. Meanwhile, Jesse Waters can tell you that women want strong men that don't say nothing, bang them in the ass so they can make a sandwich for them. That's a lie. There's no integrity in that. Do you see how that works? There is no integrity in the shit that you see on the television from Fox News, MS Now, and all the other places. But there are dudes that live in the goddamn hood who have been slinging dope so long, they got enough money to never have to touch dope again. And they got more integrity than these assholes. Miss Baldwin again.
It is the foundation of a free society. The truth doesn't belong to us journalists. We are simply its stewards. And when we fail to honor it, it isn't just our credibility that suffers. It is you, the public, and the people we cover who pay the price.
Yep. Did you know that Donald Trump put a plaque in front of the Smithsonian Institute to say that the exhibits within the museum are not true America? Then he gives you places to go. Here is where that lie I just told you about America, here's where that lie comes in. If it's so bad that you don't want to see it, then why do you celebrate every aspect around it? I understand why women say they choose the bear. Because I have been around and have chastised men for their perception of women. I've done this. This ain't some shit that I got to brag about. I don't need a cape. I once had a soldier walking into a room. I was a sergeant. He was a specialist. Walking into the building talking about raping a burger. And I tore his ass up. I made him stand at parade rest. I said, if you ever say that word in front of me again, if you ever refer to anything like that again, I will give you the Article 15 and I'll walk it up to the battalion commander my goddamn self. We don't talk like that. Now, again, I didn't do this for any capes. I didn't do this for, oh, wow, give me a cape. Look at me. I'm an ally. I did it because it was the right thing to do. I understand why women choose the bear. Because of men's perception of women. And the problem with men is this. When you talk like that, you are talking about your mom. The woman that gave you birth. I don't give a shit if you try to lawyer your way out of it or find a way to turn yourself into a crispy garlic knot to get out of it. Bitch, you were talking about your mother. Again, who taught you that? Who pays the price when men talk like that? Who pays the price when toxic-ass men get on Twitter and say bullshit like that? Who pays the price? Women. All women. All of them. It's a tweet on Tuesday. It's a rape on Saturday. Do you see how that works? It's a tweet or 5 tweets on Tuesday. It's a sexual assault on a Sunday afternoon. Who pays the price? Who pays the price for men's perception of women? Women and little girls. Who pays the price for racism, kids? Who pays the price? To call us ooga boogers, niggers, try to spell it backwards real cute like in the comment section, who pays for that? Black folk do. Everybody that saw your little bullshit ass comment on social media, that shit directly correlates to somebody calling an old black woman a nigger and knocking her down. It's never the son of a bitch that did it. It's always the person that they don't see. To say I threatened a judge, that didn't hurt me. It didn't. It was a lie, and you know it, but it tried to hurt my reputation. Who paid for that? I did. Was it true? Nope. Who cares? When it gets a hold, when social media gets a hold of it, it's pretty much the end of it. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Because at that point, it starts to spread. So a journalist's words in front of a camera, in front of a camera and a microphone, it's never the people that say the shit that are affected. It's always somebody they don't see. The reason Donald Trump can get away with so much shit coming out of his mouth is he's never going to pay the price. But some immigrant is. He just wants to go to work. He just wants to go to work. That's all he wants to do. He's not here to rape and rob. He's not the guy that killed Lincoln Riley. He's just a guy that wants to go to goddamn work. But talking shit about immigrants and Lincoln Riley results in this man not being able to see his family. And when journalists do it, well, now it's not just one guy. My good friend, my brother, and co-owner of Ghost Call Productions Radio, Mr. Jeff Kennedy, is in the building. Morning, Jeff. When a journalist stands in front of a camera and talks about the illegal aliens, the illegals running across the border, it ain't never the journalist that pays for it. It's some poor Mexican woman. Speaks very little English. She just wanted to come over here to work. That's all she wanted to do. She doesn't want to cause no problems. She wants a better life for her and her children. Her husband is over across the border trying to get money to come here, whether it's legally or illegally. Because the journalist said some bullshit, now she got to pay for it. Again, I have to push back on Miss Baldwin. Some journalists know the price will never be borne on them, and they do it anyway. You know it's illegal to yell fire in a crowded theater. Did you know that? Did you know that? That is a law. If you walk into a movie theater and yell fire, you're going to jail. You are going to jail. Journalists yell fire at all of us all the time. And there's no repercussions to them. but there is a lifetime of hardship for everyone else. And again, this is me pushing back on Ms. Baldwin. There is a lifetime of degradation for those who the words were about. That's the problem. When I talk about integrity, that's the opposite of it. When I talk about truth, that is the opposite of it. This thing started off with Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly is not the disease. Megyn Kelly is a symptom. Of course, this bitch is going to get shit wrong about a Substack written by another journalist. Of course she is. She's got to keep eyeballs on her little funky ass show. And she also knows she will never have to bear the brunt of it. You can shit on her. You can shit on Brooke Baldwin because you are not Brooke Baldwin. But the moment this shit was happening to you, you wanted everybody to get the story right. Get the story right. Dot every I, cross every T. Make sure the periods and question marks are in place. Bitch, but you can do it to some goddamn body else because you are not bearing the responsibility or the result of your goddamn words. And social media has made it way too easy to do just that. They made it way too easy to believe that a white man that didn't give a shit about you when he was president the last time, who put a Muslim travel ban in place in his first week, somehow is going to stop Benjamin Netanyahu from dropping bombs in Gaza is one of the dumbest goddamn things I've ever heard. But guess what? Those protesters do not bear the brunt. The Palestinians do. They bear the brunt of you believing that bullshit. But again, I continue.
And this week, I happen to be one of them. I know the kind of journalist and the kind of woman I am. One who is willing to share her flaws and failures and triumphs and heartbreaks and swings and misses and everything else I learn along the way. One who longs to live in a world where women are free to tell the truth about their lives and bodies without being shamed or diminished or punished for it, especially by another woman.
And that right there, that piece is the biggest piece of why we're talking about this today. Women will throw other women not only under a bus, they'll pick them up and throw their ass under a tractor for the validation of white men. There. I said it. It is the ineffectiveness of the idea of femininity. It is led, centered, wrapped around, and dictated by white women. Period. It is led, wrapped around, centered, and dictated by white women. White women have judged the worth of other women. White women have diminished other women. It's on the left, it's on the right, it's in blue states, it's in red states, it's in Capitol Hill and your local salon. The reason black women have to struggle and fight as hard as they do to this day is because of white women. Period. I get it. This is uncomfortable to hear, but you need to. The biggest ops to women freedom, to equal rights, to all of that are other women. They're standing amongst you. Your biggest ops are right next to you. Women walk around and tell like, yeah, I would choose the bear. Other women say, yeah, I would choose the bear. But some of the women that are choosing the bear would throw other women to the men and take their bear. Period. It is a detriment that white women have to be told, hey, there's this thing called murdered and missing indigenous women. Please shed some light on it. Why? Why? If you were truly about woman empowerment, nobody would have to tell you about missing and murdered indigenous women. You'd be telling the goddamn world about missing and murdered indigenous women. If it was truly about woman empowerment, white women would not feel so goddamn judged and threatened by an intelligent black woman. If it was not, trans women would not have to fight the battles they do on a day-to-day basis were it not for white women egging their punk-ass, mediocre-ass white husbands on with the bullshit. Riley Gaines has a career in television because she's a whiny white woman. This bitch is talking about world affairs, a swimmer. I've got more education than she does. But we're going to listen to her talk about trans women. We're going to listen to her talk about trans women. The biggest ops to any sort of woman empowerment are the women inside of it. Y'all enemies are walking right next to you. Your enemies are literally walking right next to you. This is not the first time Megyn Kelly has been a habitual line stepper. The reason I said Jamil Hill would be ready to put pause on this bitch is because of that. Some women don't give a shit about women's empowerment. They care about their status. They care about them being centered. They care about their needs being met at the detriment of other goddamn women. And I'm sorry if this hurts some people's feelings. You gonna need to get some salve for it, because white women, y'all are the ones that set this shit. Think about this. You want to protect the babies, protect the children. We don't want trans in bathrooms. These white women saying this shit. But a majority of white women have voted for Donald Trump 3 goddamn times. That's the biggest indication that your ops are not men. It's the woman that stands next to you. There's your biggest indication. Donald Trump is a piece of shit. He has been a piece of shit since he was born. Yet for some reason, a majority of white women voted for this son of a bitch 3 times. While on the other hand, talking about trans women and black women. How dare you? Women's empowerment is never going to go anywhere because other women continue to kill it. It's a painful ass conversation. I get it, but it needs to be had. How many women have been the roadblocks and stumbling blocks to women finally being accepted in American society as equals? How many women have done this? How many? How many? Yes, men are a goddamn problem. Do not misunderstand me. I'm saying it as a man. But for the edification of men, some women will toss your ass over a cliff. They are the ones that pander to these son of a bitches. They're the ones that give birth to them. They're the ones that aid and comfort these mediocre pieces of shit, they know their sons ain't shit, and they let their ass out in the world. So when their son does some ain't shit, they're their biggest defenders. Women are the reason women do not have the respect that they do in the country. Or is it a man thing? Yes. Yes, it is. It is male-centric. But you cannot possibly tell me that as a woman, you find that to be acceptable. I don't need anybody to kiss my ass. I have never once asked my wife to submit to me. I have asked her to be my partner, my equal, my best friend. But again, I was raised by a woman, and I know this. I've seen scheming ass women. I have seen duplicitous women. But in the grand scheme of womanhood, there they are. We're fighting for women's rights, but they will stab you in the back and wait for you to turn around and stab you in the goddamn throat. Megyn Kelly did this shit to Brooke Baldwin and ain't even thought about it. That's a woman. And you've been through this. You've been through this. You yourself have been through this. So why the F would you put that out there about another woman? Because you don't see her as a woman. You see her as a Democrat. You see her as a liberal. You see her part of the liberal media. You justify destroying a woman's reputation by putting labels on it. Bitch, you could put a ribbon. You could put a gold medal. You could put a shine on it. Bitch, you cut the throat of another damn woman. You did that. There wasn't a man in the room when you decided in your head this was the route you were going to go. And this is one white woman doing this to another white woman. What chance does any woman that ain't white have? What chance? Who have been the biggest, loudest voices attacking Jasmine Crockett for not going out there on the campaign trail with James Tallarico? Don't worry, I'll wait. Who are the biggest opponents of Kamala Harris? Who are the biggest opponents of Hillary Clinton? Women! How dare you try to stand in solidarity with black and brown and native and Muslim and Jewish women and trans women and lesbians when your mother effing ass would throw their ass over a cliff for the eyes, just the eyes, not even the attention, just the eyes of a man. You did that. Woman's empowerment is built on bullshit. The entire thing has to be destroyed and rebuilt. I understand why women don't want to be with men. I get that. There's a video on Instagram. Person I follow, she follows me, follows you on her TikTok, blah, blah, blah. She said, she came out with a video, said, I'm done with men. I'm done with men. She says she's still attracted to him, still loves him, but right now she's not. She's focusing on herself. Go in the comment section. Yes, you're going to have a bunch of mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging, hard-dick, dumb-ass men in there. We expect that. But look at the women. The women that are in the comment section dogging her for this. For this. Women went to a convention, a Christian convention, and said out loud they'd be willing to repeal the amendment that allows women to vote. There's your ops. These women were in front of cameras and microphones. People could see and hear them. Oh, I'd be willing to give up my voting rights. My husband's a Christian man and he'll vote for both of us. They're saying it out loud. Yes, you can focus on the misogyny and misogynoir of black men or men. I get it. I understand it. But you are eventually going to have to chin check the bitch that's standing to your left or your right because they're the ones that are encouraging that shit. One last part.
That point alone deserves its own essay. That is the freedom I'm interested in. The freedom to tell the truth, the freedom to keep asking questions, the freedom to change my mind, the freedom to live and write with integrity. Nothing, not ratings, not algorithms, and not lies told about me can ever take that away. As I was flying.
Now, what have we learned? What has this 2 and something odd hour show been about? A white woman used her platform to denigrate another white woman. She did that on purpose, out loud, where people can see and hear her. And rather than her making a full-fledged apology, she just edited back out. And what did we learn? That there is a toxicity amongst Americans, but it's always been there. It's always been there. Look hard enough, you will see it. Go back and look throughout your entire life. Sit down and look at throughout your entire life. You will see the lies that cracked your beliefs. They were passed off as truth, but they never were. You will find people who talk integrity, talk standing up for their beliefs, that would sell your ass out in a heartbeat. You find the old tropes of racism, because that's in the marrow of the bones that built this bitch. And you will also find, especially if you are a woman, you will find, looking back on your life, you will find that every hardship you've ever been through, there are the fingerprints of a woman somewhere on them. I want you to think about the darkest moments of your life. Now think about the women that were around you. How many of them gave you encouragement to walk your ass through to see another day? And how many women benefited from your downfall? We have no integrity in America. We have no integrity because we have no truth. We have no truth because it was designed this way. Make absolutely no mistake about it. The design of America is broken. We say one thing and do something else. Atrocity, amnesia. If the algorithm likes it, I'm going to do it. I don't care what it is. I am a slave to the algorithm. This is what built this country. This is what built America. It wasn't this hard work, ingenuity shit. No. It was bribes. It was murder. It was enslavement. It was lies told to people by people who benefited from the lie. They benefited from the ignorance of the lie. They did that. You will find throughout your life that everything that you were ever told is not only a lie, but then you got to look at the people that gave it to you, the handmaidens that brought that shit to you. And if you are a woman, I'm sorry to say this, you will find other women that have done this to you. You will find women that celebrate your downfall. I think back to Rizzy. I know I shouldn't. But Rizzy kind of stays on my mind a lot. It wasn't just a dude that forced her on that rope. There were women there. Grown, adult women who will sit up and tell other black women, yeah, we got sisterhood. Except for Rizzy, right? Right? I watched as my reputation was dragged through the mud based on the actions of other people. One of the people that helped to do it, a former friend, is a woman. Had no problem whatsoever. None. No problem whatsoever doing it. Women are not even safe in other spaces with women. They're not. You can't give all of your life. You can't give your hardships. You can't give your pain. You can't give an accurate account of the true nature of who you are as a woman to other women. You can't do it. Because if you're in a room with 100 women and you're telling your story, 50 of them will not only relate, they will take your story and spread it worldwide as something that needs to be fixed. 25 are going to be like, well, it happened to me too. I got over it. Out of that 25 that's left, 20 of them will ignore you. But that other 5, that last 5, they will be your biggest opponents. They will be the ones out there denigrating and dragging your name through the mud. They will call you weak. They will say you're a bitch. They will say you asked for it. They will say she had it coming. These are women. Women. Your reputation will be destroyed the moment the door opens and those women walk out. Not because of the 50 that will actually take that story and go and be an activist to stop what happened to you. Not even the 25 that were like, yeah, whatever. It happened to me too. I got over it. Not the 20 that completely ignored you. Your reputation will be destroyed by the 5 that hated you in the first place. They will use your story to get the eyeballs and attention of a man. They will use your story to shit on other women. They will use your story to be like Lincoln Riley or the white girl that got killed on the bus. They'll do that. They will find a way to finagle your story into something hideous on you, your morals, your character, your dignity, and your integrity. And thanks to social media, particularly Twitter, you're going to be called shit based on your story that you would not believe. A lie will be around the world 3 and 4 times before the truth puts its draws on. And you will have to spend whatever time you have left on life denying that. How do you survive in a country like that? How do you? How do you survive in a country that you know for a fact would do something like that? How do you even exist, find your footing, become the person you have always meant to be when you have been lied to, your integrity has been ruined, and you cannot even trust the women around you? I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. If you have integrity, stand on it. Even if you're the only goddamn person standing, stand on it. Never compromise it. Never give it away. Never even take a moment to give an inch of it away. Don't. As DMX said, trust people to be themselves, but trust that you can see them well. Understand that everybody is not here for your rise. Some of them cannot wait for you to fall and act accordingly. I am very, very, very careful about using the word friend. I'm very careful with it. Because I know my friendship only matters to certain people for what they can get out of it. That's it. The ones that I know for a goddamn fact are here because they love me, they care about me, they want to see the best for me, and they know that I want the exact same things. I feel the exact same way about them. It is a very small list.
It has people I worked with in the Army. It has people that I went to college with. It has people in the Villains Guild. It has people that I've met in real life. That circle is not that goddamn big in the grand scheme of things. And the reason that is because I know what it feels like to be used. I know what it feels like to think you have somebody that loves you, only to find out that they don't. I know what it feels like. I will never forget that feeling, and I will never forgive the people that put that feeling in my heart. You want to know something bad about me? Ask me. I'll tell you. I carry around my goddamn sins all the time. What the hell makes you think I'm going to listen to another person give me some shit I already know? But what bothers me using this story is this. When are we going to wake up from the lie? When are we finally going to wake up from the lie? I mean, it's really easy to do. If you really think about it, it's absolutely easy to do. You just stop believing the shit. You stop believing the lie. You do research on the lie. You debunk the lie. And then you take that debunking of said lie, and since social media is the place everybody seems to go, take that shit there. Stop holding on to it like, oh, I was right and they were wrong. No, tell everybody. Put it out there. Put it on Front Street. Put it on blast, whatever. Polite society says that Brooke Baldwin should sue Megyn Kelly. Impolite society says that Brooke Baldwin should beat the brakes off of Megyn Kelly. Either one would be acceptable to me, but I would make goddamn sure every single solitary person who heard that bitch say that shit saw it. There'd be a camera crew. There would be microphones. There would be play-by-play, whatever I have to do, because that's the only way in American society in 2026 that people are going to learn. Hit their ass with paper or hit their ass with a brick. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Stop believing that, oh, wow, well, you know, women empowerment, we've got to look, women can lead. And not if other women are the ones that are denigrating women. Understand this. Just because you have a vagina does not mean you are part of the crew. Stop letting these people in there. Call them out when you see them and be honest about it. The reason I hate the word pandering to women is this. No, I don't pander. I simply tell women what they already know. I am literally here as a confirmation. Yes, women can make up shit. Yes, women can lie. Women can cheat. Women can steal. Women can be horrible human beings. Why? Focus on the word human beings. They're not perfect. Which means a criticism, a true criticism of a woman can only come from another woman. Because they know the cost of the lie. They understand the cost of the degradation. They understand it. The only person that can deal with Megyn Kelly are Brooke Baldwin and women like Brooke Baldwin. Because notice, when she said 3 men sat on the panel and giggled and guffawed and laughed and shit, that's why she did it. So it would be perfectly okay if Brooke Baldwin smacked the shit out of that bitch. Smacked fire from her ass. It would be perfectly okay. Trust people to be themselves, but trust that you can see them well. I want women all over the world to be full human beings. Whether you got a house full of kids or none. Whether you as lesbian as a mug or as straight as an arrow. Whether you have multiple sex partners or you're celibate, I still want you to live the life you choose to live. To be a fully fleshed out human being. But in this social media age, where everybody is a slave to the algorithm, where the follower count matters a hell of a lot more than integrity, where the eyeballs of rich white men matter more than your self-esteem and self-worth, you got to be able to really look when they're being themselves. And you better be able to trust that you can see them well. Trust people to be themselves. But trust that you can see them well. Trust that you can see the lies that made up your entire life. Trust that you can see all the fake shit they've given you. Trust that you can actually stand your ass up as a person with integrity, even in a world filled with people who want the coins, the clicks, and the algorithms shining light. Trust that you can stand in front of all of it and still be the person that you want to be. There's far more Megyn Kellys than a lot of women realize. Hell, they're male Megyn Kellys. You know what I mean? I know. I've seen them. I've been accused of crimes that they did. I know. But now, today, I can see them well. Question becomes, can you? On the screen, in the right-hand corner, is the QR code for Villains Guild for Joey and Outcast Nation for Joey. We, in both organizations, are making sure that Joey, a soon-to-be 6-year-old girl who is leaving the PICU after battling cancer, has the best birthday possible. I will be buying a Sound of Coffee shirt. I will also be buying a Sound of Coffee mug for Joey and her family. In the top right-hand corner of the screen is the QR code to help the family of soon-to-be 6-year-old Joey who's been battling cancer. If you can help, scan the QR code, go and look and see what the family actually needs. Donate it if you can. We want to make sure that this beautiful little girl's sixth birthday is one to remember because she is a warrior. Do you understand what I am trying to tell you? She is a fighter. She is every bit of a fighter. We're going to make her an honorary coffee bean. She may never watch the show. Her dad and mom might never watch the show. Who knows? But damn it, Joey is a superhero. And we are going to celebrate this beautiful superhero as only the Coffee Beans, the Villains Guild, and the Outcast Nation can do. Please scan the QR code in the right-hand corner and go and help. As always, if you like what I am doing here and want to support, think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. I have 3 tiers. You have the Rogue tier, Villain in Training, and Full Villain. I am going to probably, because I gotta get some shit off my phone anyway. So what I might do is I might put the 15-part We Need to Talk About the Whites on Patreon, unedited right now, before I put it on YouTube, probably in about 2 weeks. I'm going to take all of those videos, condense them, and make them into a video, a little bit of a movie. And I will have that exclusive for my patrons on Patreon. You guys get a chance to see the unedited version before I decide to edit it with commercials and things of that nature and put it on YouTube. It will be on YouTube in 2 weeks, but you will get the exclusive raw, uncut version on my Patreon. In addition, you will also get pictures of South Korea, my trip to my rotations to South Korea, as well as my rotation to Germany. I am still trying to find pictures from my time in Afghanistan. And if I can find them, trust and believe you will love them. Patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. The Sound of Coffee shop is open. It's running, and it's piping hot. The percolating over there, baby. The Chaos Saint Swole Meat t-shirt will be made this week. In addition, you will get Sylvia Saint Swole Meat. And I know some of y'all lesbians have been like, oh my God.
Oh my God!
I get it. Y'all, listen, y'all been fiending for that Sylvia. Fiending. Y'all be like, yo, We need that we need that Sylvia. Money STL Blue Girl. So check it out. Patreon, I'm not Patreon, but The Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. Be limitless. I love who you are exactly as you are. I am so effing proud of you. Live your truth in the sun today because we all end up quiet in the dark. I am here no matter when, what, or why. The inspiration word from Miss Star Ogoin. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a fundraiser, $6 million for 6. The combined organizations, the Villains Guild and the Outcast Nation, are walking 6 million combined steps to celebrate the 6th anniversary of the foundation of the organization that I am so very proud to be a part of, proud to be a founder, and proud to lead, the Villains Guild. Do not let what you hear about us on TikTok fool you. We have always been who we are. We have never apologized for it, and we will continue to be the villains of the story as long as people like Donald Trump are the heroes. If you would like to donate, please reach out to Taz J or Smoking Hot Mess Jess. If you would like to, if you have an organization that would like to partner with the Villains Guild and the Outcast Nation on this endeavor, once again, please reach out to either Smoking Hot Mess Jess or Taz J. VG and Outcast Nations, report your steps to Taz J or Smoking Hot Mess today. I will be reporting my steps this afternoon, but this is a great endeavor, and it literally shows that there does not have to be despair in the world. Yeah, it looks bleak. It's dark. It's really, really bad out there. I will be the first person to admit that. But you know what else is out there? Hope. Hope in those who walk on the left when everybody else walks on the right. Hope in the form of people who will say the bad thing so that good people get a chance to say the good thing. There is hope in the form of people, men, women from around the spectrum that are willing to do the hard work, to be the bridge between effective ways of dealing with things and the populace who needs us desperately. I could not be prouder of the Outcast Nation and the Villains Guild. I couldn't. It is impossible for me to do. It really the hell is. This is an endeavor that means a lot to me, and I will be participating as much as possible. I will get my steps in every week. I will turn them in. But at the end, on November 4th, 2026, the anniversary of the foundation of the Villains Guild, I will walk those final steps. And I have a special place that I'm going to be walking them at. I might do it at night. Who knows? But I have a very special place that I will walk my final steps. Professor Moriarty, my brother from another mother across the pond in the UK, the leader of the Outcast Nation, will walk his final steps on November 3rd. Seeing as it was the two of us that began this journey, it will be the two of us that ended. And as the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, I will be walking those final steps. And I will tell everybody why. All donations will be going to the Villains Guild Fund, which allows us to do more of the good work that villains are supposed to do. Activism, advocacy, and awareness. That is what the funds are going to, whether it's Tiger Bomb, a donation to Tiger Bomb for school supplies, or whether we getting Dave out of jail, whatever it is, that is what it is for. Show some love and kindness to people, because one act of kindness can make someone's entire day, because you never know what someone is going through. That is the STL Blue Girl, the STL Blue Girl. Hydrate, elevate, love, self-care. I love you all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. That is the good word from Mistress Cena. Before I leave you all with the universal greeting of the coffee beans. Bow your heads up.
How you doing? I woke up. Everybody else, because I woke up. That's how I look at it. You all had a chance until I woke up. Today's mine. That's just what it is.
The day belongs to you. Approach it with smart. Approach it with passion. Approach it with love. Approach it with integrity. Yes, people will talk about you. Never think otherwise. But as long as they're talking about you, they're not talking to you. And if they're not talking to you, it makes no difference anyway. I am a grown man, a black man, with flaws, mistakes, bad choices. I am the person that has always been honest about myself, even when I lied to other people. Annabelle with this $2 super chat.
Donations.
What do you mean no song?
Donations. Gifts.
Listen, Annabelle, you're gonna get to give me the couch. God damn. Well, let me can I cook? Can I cook? Thank you. Really? Come on, Annabelle. You know you're gonna give me the couch. What are you doing? What you see before you is not a perfect thing. I never tried to be. I don't make enemies unless I have to. I stand for what I stand for because I was raised that way. You can hear a lot about me from people who ain't me and wouldn't say it if I was in the room. Or you can hear it directly from me and understand that I have the integrity to be able to tell you the truth. Seriously. You have integrity. Own it, use it, and make the world better. What is it that we say every single day, kids? Oh, STL Blue Girl. That's our really Smokey. Anytime some shit in the comment section come up and people are just like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa, there's more dip than chip here, you will see Mr. Smokey. Really? Look, listen. Smokey is telling y'all read the room. Smokey's whole job is to tell you, read the goddamn room. Read the room. But I will end the show with a little bit of this. Come on now. What is it that we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee.
Let me tell you about the softest love I ever known.
In your cup.
Give me that
Make
couch.
sure that you scan the QR code in the right-hand corner. We are giving Joey, beautiful Joey, the best birthday possible. And we're going to do it because she is a fighter, a warrior, an honorary coffee. And we're going to show her some love. Why? Say it again, kids. Because that is the coffee way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Miss America, and all the ships at sea. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud member of the Outcast Nation. And this has been a Misunderstanding and Furniture Movement Monday episode of The Sound of Coffee on GCPR, where every voice matters. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the Taz Effect with the one, the only, the woman that sells all the records, Miss Taz J. She gonna give y'all some stuff. Y'all leaving it with something. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this part play me out. I love you all. Be safe. As always, with love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. I ain't even tell y'all to back up yet. Oh, shit. He ain't even shaved yet, baby. And a tad bit of hair grease. Pick up Taz's book. Taz has a book. Taz has a book. Pick it up. Go get it. Amazon right now. Let me play y'all out with this part. Hey, I love you. I'm proud of you. Don't you ever forget it. Here you go.
Oh, so far, you're rocking my soul. Give me that couch.